Welcome to Story Dino, where fascinating stories are waiting for you to discover. Join us in the story right now. Roman was once an ambitious young man, full of dreams. But after one major failure, he lost himself. He fell into procrastination, self-doubt, and disappointment. Until one day, a simple conversation changed everything. What made him rise again and ultimately turn his life around? Maybe it's precisely what you need to hear. Roman used to be a top student, an ambitious young man with a dream of becoming a leading programmer. He wasn't afraid of hard work, often staying up all night to figure out complex lines of code, chasing his big goals. But life doesn't always go as planned. An internship opportunity at a promising startup came his way like a dream come true. At first, he was energetic and ready to take on challenges. But reality hit him harder than he expected. Tight deadlines, endless debugging, and high-pressure meetings drained him. The growing pressure turned his confidence into anxiety and his passion into a burden. The breaking point came when he made a critical mistake in an important project. His manager scolded him harshly, and his colleagues looked at him with doubt. Roman felt like he had fallen into an abyss. He decided to take a short break to clear his mind. But 1 week turned into a month, then a year. As time passed, his motivation faded. He wasted his days sleeping in, endlessly scrolling through social media and binge-watching shows. The laptop that once symbolized his dreams was now covered in dust. He kept telling himself he would start again, someday. But that day never came. Then, on a rainy afternoon, Roman wandered into a familiar cafe. In wrinkled clothes, he quietly ordered his usual milk tea, barely aware of his surroundings. While scrolling through his phone, he overheard a conversation with a group of old friends at the following table. They didn't recognize him, but he heard his name, followed by regret and disappointment. Roman. Do you remember him? He used to be so smart, but now he's nowhere to be found. I heard he's still unemployed, just wasting his days away. Yeah, I thought he'd achieve something big, but he just ended up nowhere. What a shame. Roman felt the blood in his veins turn cold. Shame burned inside him. He wanted to stand up and prove them wrong. But how could he? They were right. He had lost himself. Anger flared up, not at them, but at himself. He walked out of the cafe into the pouring rain, not caring that he was soaked. His mind was blank, but his heart felt heavy. That's when he ran into Noah. Noah looked utterly different, well-dressed, confident, full of energy. "How have you been?" Noah asked with a genuine smile. Roman hesitated, trying to hide his disappointment. "Just looking for new opportunities. What about you?" "I just got hired at a major tech company working on international projects. You were always better than me. What happened?" Noah's words cut deep. He was right. Roman once had potential, once had ambition. But now, he was running from reality. Noah looked at him thoughtfully. "Do you want to change?" Roman laughed weakly as if the idea was too far-fetched. "It's not impossible," Noah said. "I used to procrastinate too. I wanted to give up. But instead of complaining, I took action. If you truly want to change, I can help." Their conversation left Roman with a spark of motivation. But soon he fell back into his old habits. Until one day he caught a glimpse of himself in the mirror. Tired, lifeless, a shadow of who he once was. That was the moment he realized he couldn't keep living like this. He texted Noah, "I want to change. Can you help me?" Noah sent him a plan. Cutting off distractions. Roman deleted all addictive social media and entertainment apps. The first few days were torture. His hands instinctively reached for his phone. But each time he reminded himself, "I control my life, not this screen." Building small habits. He started with 30 minutes of coding daily. The messy code and frustrating errors made him want to quit. But Noah always reminded him, "You don't need to be perfect. You need to keep going." Physical discipline. Every morning, he forced himself to get up and go for a run, even if it was just a few hundred meters. At first, his legs ached and his breath was short, but over time, he could run 5 kilometers without stopping. Noah's words echoed in his mind. Small steps today lead to big breakthroughs tomorrow. Creating a focused environment. He cleaned his workspace and removed all distractions. His dusty laptop was opened with a fresh purpose for the first time in a year. Committing financially. He enrolled in a paid coding course. Investing money made him feel accountable. The hardest part came when he started coding again. He had forgotten almost everything. Many nights he sat in front of his screen feeling hopeless. But he thought of Noah and his promise whenever he wanted to give up. 2 years later, Roman was a skilled programmer and a stronger, more resilient person. But the challenges didn't stop there. A critical million-dollar project he led encountered a severe technical failure one day. A minor bug in the software caused the entire system to crash, resulting in massive losses. The CEO was furious. Colleagues whispered doubts. Roman was called into an emergency meeting where senior management bombarded him with questions. His career was on the line. The fear of failure resurfaced, but this time he was no longer the weak, passive man he used to be. He recalled Noah's words. Stop complaining. Stop making excuses. Take action. Taking a deep breath, he pushed aside panic and focused on solving the problem. For 48 hours straight, he worked tirelessly, debugging every line of code, analyzing every possible issue, and even reaching out to industry experts for advice. When all hope seemed lost, he found a small yet critical mistake. With his team's help, he fixed the system just in time. From being the man everyone doubted, Roman became the hero who saved the company from disaster. A painful lesson, but one that cemented his true strength. He didn't just fix the error, he proposed a complete system upgrade, improving efficiency and security. At first, the leadership was skeptical, but they had to admit his brilliance when they saw the results. The company regained its reputation and secured even bigger contracts due to Roman's ability to handle crises. The CEO personally praised him in front of the entire staff. Nobody wants problems, but the true test of a person is how they respond to them. Roman has proven that real strength is not in avoiding challenges, but solving them. Not long after, he was promoted to lead software engineer. From someone once overlooked, he now led high-stakes projects and worked with top-tier clients. But what Roman was most proud of wasn't his title or salary. It was his growth. He was no longer afraid of failure. Instead, he embraced it as a stepping stone to becoming better. Noah's words not only helped him through tough times, but became the guiding principle for his entire career. Lessons from Roman's journey. Failure is not the end. Falling is not the problem. The real question is, will you get back up? Discipline leads to success. Don't wait for motivation. Do it even when you don't feel like it. Your friends matter. Surround yourself with people who push you forward. Actions speak louder than words. Stop saying, "I will change." Just do it. Solve problems instead of complaining. Challenges make you stronger if you face them head-on. Thank you for watching Story Dino channel to discover interesting stories. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next interesting stories. Please share with your friends to spread joy and knowledge together. Wish you a great day and see you in the next videos.